Yes.
I mean, I
I
really
guess.
phoned it in this week. I'm very tired today. It's even one of
Yeah.
yours where the line isn't even in the middle.
That's all right. It was their line. It's their line. All I know is that Roxanne got told off, and they kept cutting her off, and I was like, yeah, yeah. Don't let her speak. A grown woman speaking right here.
You child,
You
you
child.
friggin'
You
infant.
you little baby. Look at this little baby crying over the damn title. She's gonna get her ass beat.
You know, JC's mean.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah, I didn't think she was this mean. Although she's doing her best Britt Baker impersonation right here. She looks just like Britt Baker.
Yeah, she looks a bit more cleaner.
She looked like if Britt Baker had a stroke.
Britt Baker puts on too much of that. Well, I don't know what it's called. Just make them look
Makeup.
darker.
On spray tan?
I think women call it bronzer.
Oh. Well, it is Black History Month. She was trying to go for it. Oh, no.
But yeah, that is the thumbnail. Basically it.
I can hear this thumbnail, Manny. I can hear it. I can hear it. I can feel it. I feel their hate for this woman.
No, I can sense the childish rage coming from Roxanne about to
Yeah.
throw a tantrum.
I don't know. She looks like a disappointed mother who's just looking at someone who's like, "What are you gonna do with you and your stupid kids? I made fun of you. What are you gonna do?" He's like, "Gonna hit him." I feel like this
No,
aged her by like 10 years.
no, it was like when she jumped them, it looked like someone threw a toy at
Yeah. I don't know if you remember, like, yeah, I don't know if you remember Martin when they fought the monster on the vacation, but that's what it looked like. It looked like somebody kept throwing that little monster thing back out, and they're like, the fuck? Looked like they were fighting one of the Chucky dolls. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Who threw
that's
Chucky
exactly
at
what it
us?
was. That's exactly what it was.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody was like, all right, I'm going to launch you into the. Can I just jump? Nah, launch her.
Yeah, so that is basically the start of that is the thing. We'll run the intro now.
That is the thing. That is the
We're
thing.
phone. We're throwing it in today. We're
Yeah.
phoning it in.
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe. Ow, ow, ow!
Hey, hey, hey.
Oh,
Check out the Marcus and Manny show.
I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous.
Ah.
welcome everyone to a somber edition of the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I'm Lord Manny Hayes.
And I am a very, very sleepy Marcus the Grand Finale. In fact, I would like to not title this the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I will title the show the Tired Manny and Marcus show. That's what we're gonna call the show today. Cause you know what, baby? You know what, baby? You know what we're doing today, baby? We're phoning it in.
All
We're
right.
phoning it in. I'm phoning it in. I shall send this to the people to know that I am phoning it in today.
Marcus, how are you doing today? Besides being tired.
I'm so awake. Oh, I'm gonna say I'm full of shit. That's how I feel. I'm full of shit.
What did you eat?
Nothing. I ate a side bowl last night around 9 p.m. and I haven't eaten since.
So it's funny you bring up the topic of eating. I've never been offended more in my life.
Okay, I swear, Manny, I swear. Every episode, you find new ways to be more offended. Never been offended more in your life. How does someone offend you today?
Okay, so you know me for a good few years now. I eat very bland food. Essentially, I
Yeah.
eat cardboard.
You eat a dry burger, and it's like, what the fuck?
If I sent you a picture of my plate, which I'm going to put on screen now, what's the first thing you're going to pick out when you see this?
Well, the first thing I notice is that the spoon and the fork. That's the first thing I noticed. That's the first thing I noticed. Like it looked like you couldn't make a choice if you wanted to use a spoon or a fork.
So, as an Asian, I found it ridiculous that someone came up to me and had the nerve to say I am cheating by using a spoon.
What?
How dare you tell me, an Asian, how to eat rice?
This is ridiculous. I find it impossible to use chopsticks for rice.
No, but
impossible.
The person was insinuating that I use a fork. That's fine. That's if you make sticky rice. You can use a fork if it stays all together. Not if you're having proper rice where it's all over the place.
Yeah. So that's just. I feel like that's ridiculous, and you should have stabbed him with the fork.
No, I would have gone with a more different attack, which would. Do you know when you get attacked with a microphone?
Yeah.
I would use a spoon. I would use a spoon as the microphone.
I wish spoons had a very comical sound to it. It just been doom, and everybody hear it like a microphone.
Wes has just said, putting in a bid now for my seat at NXT Saturday Night Watch Along, baby.
If that seat
fair,
is
you
open,
have to turn up. Wes, you have to turn up now. You can't just claim to be coming in to a watch along.
yeah, because Manny will be left by himself. There will be no me this Saturday in the watch along. I will be doing the Lord's work that day, which is called my job, and I'll also be getting vengeance of my own. I will be dressed as Batman. Yeah, I'm part-time. I do part-time Batman work.
Wait. Are you going to be dressing as Batman, or are you going to dress up as Dijak?
Oh shit! I forgot I had an option. I forgot. Dijak for sure.
You can
I'm
have
going to talk like this. I want my vengeance.
No, not vengeance. What's he looking for?
Justice.
Justice.
We wanted both. We in the new Dijak game. We want both vengeance and justice. It's me, him, and Batman. At the end of the day, we both never get it because we don't get our parents back. Lenny Poffo died, Manny, the Macho Man's brother.
No,
genius.
Outside of that, there was no other wrestling news.
No, there wasn't. Leave me Lenny Poffo poems are the reason I hated poetry as a kid. I just thought poetry was bad. I thought anybody that expressed themselves through poetry was a punk and a jerk and a loser. And that's what the genius was to me.
Where's to sign him up after the Duke UNC game, of course. When does that even finish? If it's on during the thing, you cannot come on the game, Joe, because no one will be doing it.
I didn't know people would still.
Eric hasn't confirmed if he's going to do it or not.
Eric never confirms. He just shows up or he don't. You're like, oh, today's that day, huh? You decide to stand me up. Leave me at the altar. In the rain. On prom.
That starts at
with a
6:30 Pacific.
Oh.
The show starts at 5.
Yeah. He ain't making that.
You ain't making that.
For an hour? That game's got to be at least an hour and a half. 2 hours?
You ain't making
Anyway,
that.
Does anybody care about Duke, North Carolina? That Coach K and Roy Williams are both gone?
No. Let's get on with the show. We open
Dynamite.
up with AEW Dynamite, which starts off with Jon Moxley coming to the ring with his father, apparently.
No. Before we go to this, Manny, Dynamite does not start with Jon Moxley walking to the ring. Dynamite starts with their intro. And I have something to say about this intro. Have you ever paid attention to it?
No. Packed in the very first few seconds of it. That's what I remember.
Okay. There is one part of this intro that makes me laugh, and it's been 2 weeks now of this. It's Dak's part of where Dax just looks at the camera. He's like, oh, wah, 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 wah. And I'm like, what is this facial expression from Dax? It's ridiculous. I think you need to go back and one day watch this and just realize how ridiculous Dax looks. He looks stupid. Like, I don't know why he's making weird faces, but he looks like he's about to start a rap video, but in jest. And he's just like, wah, 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 looking to the camera. I'm like, it's so confusing. It's out of character. It doesn't look like Dax. He's like hitting his face like this. Wah, 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 wah. Like, it looks like he's just washing his face. I don't understand it. I don't know why Dax is doing this. Like, I think he's trying to play crazy or something, but it's just so stupid. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. And I couldn't get over, like, what the fuck was Dax doing? And this is during the entire time Jon Moxley was walking to the ring. I was going, what is Dax doing? He just goes like this. And I was to the point where I forgot I was going to start the show like this. And I'm going like, what are you doing? Washing your face, prepare for a blowjob, Dax? It doesn't make sense. The face doesn't make sense. It doesn't match the man.
Marcus, maybe it's long-term storytelling. Ask me why.
Why, Manny? Why?
Maybe he's checking if he was a bad guy.
We were the mirror. Am I being a bad guy today? They washed my face. Good guy today.
So Jon Moxley and Hangman, it started off with just a brawl for the crowd before the bell even rang, and then I don't know at what point Moxley started bleeding, but I saw him pick something and then he started bleeding for the rest of the match when he was in the corner.
I think it was when he threw the chair somewhere in there, the chair before they got into the ring. But I was like, Jesus, Moxley show's on 2 minutes. We can't wait to bleed a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, they fight to the death.
I actually, the match was good. Hangman hit a tombstone power driver into a buckshot, which Mox kicked out, and then Hangman put him in a bulldog choke, and then gets rolled up, and then Mox picks up the win.
Yeah, here's me, full hater pants on. Match was fine. I'm just tired of people just kicking out of all these moves. Like, when I see a tombstone power driver in a match, and it's not even a 2 count. It's just the guy gets up 1 second later. It's like, ha-ha. And I'm like, oh, what's the point? What's the point of all these moves?
Yeah.
I sound like an old man, I know, whatever. But it just seemed like a bunch of random moves. There was an RKO in this. Like, randomly. Tombstone power driver. People getting slammed through tables. I think spot. Like, no counts. No one going for pins. Like.
But they were going for blood. They were going for blood.
Yeah, but the person gets up. It doesn't matter. I just feel like it was very cartoony. It was like watching one of the Marvel CGI fights versus CGI fight. And I'm just going like, no one's getting hurt here. As opposed to later where you get to Bryan Danielson and Thatcher where they're punching and kicking and doing all this stuff. And it looks like they're actually selling just for a little bit. I was more interested in that. I was like, get out of here with this.
Then we see Jamie Hayter agree to an eliminator challenge to face the Bunny, while Saraya and Toni Storm attack Britt Baker. And then later on in the night, Britt Baker is then asked if she's okay by Ruby Soho, and then all she gets is, "Were you with them?" I'm checking if you're okay, bitch.
Yeah, this is a wellness check. This is a wellness check. Did I not make the same last week? Bro, you went to. So, I always enjoy a good old monitor attacking with somewhere else, and they're like, "Ha ha! What are you gonna do? I'm beating up your girl. I got him." It's very super villain-esque when you broadcast your attacking all over the news. And Saraya did nothing. She just pointed. Toni Storm was doing all the mauling. It wasn't a jumping. It's like Saraya was just like, "Oh, I'm still injured. This is my house. We're gonna point at you."
To be fair, if you've got Toni Storm, and we've seen the devastation she can cause with a hip attack, I think you just let her do. I think you just let her do her work.
just came in like a wrecking ball. Just the fuck. Get her. She's over there now. Bring the camera over here. He knocked her across space and time.
Then we get the Acclaim versus what they called the bootleg Beverly Brothers. And I just want to point out, I brought the Beverly Brothers, I named the Beverly Brothers back into existence last week.
You
The Acclaimed
people,
watched the
you
show.
damn people. You damn
The Acclaimed
people
watched
keep
the
bringing
show.
these old ass names back into existence. I don't need the Beverly Brothers. I don't need Damien to mentor. I don't need I'm done. 72-year-old guy wrestling Mike
You're
whatever.
not done. You're not done because you know you want some Duke the Dumpster Tracy.
I need Duke the Dumpster Drosy, Manny. I need it.
I love wrestlers with actual jobs.
Yeah. I want my
The
wrestlers
Repo
with
Man-
jobs, man.
Repo Man, he was cool. He had a job.
Yeah,
He was just trying.
he had a
was
job.
just he was wrestling as a side hustle.
He also is an Uber driver. One time the Repo Man was my Uber driver, and we just started laughing together. Like that. We both knew what's up. Aren't you the Repo Man? Yeah.
This match kind of just happened. The Yas Boys come out and they said they want to answer about the tag team title matches. Billy Gunn walks away. Austin Gunn tells him maybe he should have hit some pills like he did when they were kids.
Hey, what the fuck? Hey, don't bring this personal shit here. Don't bring that shit here.
The thing that got me was it was like on commentary you had, I don't know where it became the thing where you were justifying bad fathers.
Yeah. Oh, that was just a time. That was a time. Oh, he didn't live alone. It was a time. We were all on pills right there, right, Excalibur? Huh? Tony.
Justifying being a bad dad. It just didn't make sense.
I remember missing my daughter's first recital for hookers and blow. Oh, yeah. But that was just a time. That was the 90s. That was old shit. He's here now. Fuck that.
We got Jack Perry saying he's going for singles gold, and then we.
Oh, they got their title match. They got it next week. Billy Gunn announced it, where he's going to turn on the Acclaim.
Yeah, it's obvious. And then we got Takeshita versus Brian Cage. Once I pointed out that all Brian Cage does is a big move and then goes, "Rah!" Who better?
Who better? I do nothing. I couldn't tell who was going to lose this match, man, because both of them are big losers. Losers. It was just like, to me, this was watching AEW Dark. This was watching a jobber match. These are two guys who never win on Dynamite, and something had to give. That's the way I was invested into this one. Because I was like, something has to give. Because I don't know, legitly, who's going to win this match.
So I've been watching a lot of YouTube boxing recently. And they always bill it as someone's O has got to go.
YouTube boxing sounds like illegal boxing. Like, this is unsanctioned. These are just fights at McDonald's and Waffle House.
Takeshita wins with a knee to the head. And it wasn't even that impressive of a knee.
No.
Nonetheless.
Like, again, this is my problem with people just doing all these moves. They did a series of moves in this one, a bunch of them. That was like, oh, this could be it. But no, the knee is what took him out.
It was a weak knee too. It's not like it didn't have the velocity of Kenny Omega. It didn't have
Or Mandy.
Mandy's one. Yeah, it's just like it was like someone just came in and just kneed you accidentally and then you lost.
Yeah, like, oh, I didn't see that coming because that was an unorthodox knee. But get this off my TV. Tony, give me storylines, damn it.
Then what else did we get? Bryan Danielson versus Timothy Thatcher. This was actually really good.
Yep, just good old fashioned.
I miss me some Thatcher. I'm not going to watch nowhere to watch Thatcher either, so don't even try and convince me.
Thatcher's one of those guys where I don't know how, of all the people Triple H decided to bring back, Thatcher wasn't one of them. It seemed like that'd be his guy.
Nah, I think he'd get lost. If he was brought back to the main roster, he'd get lost. Because, one, he didn't have that much fanfare in NXT.
Bring him back to NXT. He can do the Drew Gulak role. To me, he's more interested in Drew Gulak.
Maybe. Then MJF and Takeshita brawl. TK books an eliminator match next week. And then MJF pays Roosh.
He gives him a briefcase full of money. Again, if you pay me the money up front, I'm going to do a half-ass job because I got paid.
But he said that's the first one, but I think if it's enough, I would take the first one and just go.
Yeah, like, that looks like enough. It's a briefcase full of money.
I ain't showing up for the rest of the week.
Yeah, I'm gone. Well, I'm calling out next week. Why you calling out? Someone gave me a briefcase full of money and told me to do a job. They gave it to you first? Yeah. Fools. He said there was more to come. Oh, you're a fool. Maybe you're the fool if there's more to come. Yeah, but I got this one for free. I got free money. Next week I'm going to have to earn it. I don't want that.
Then we get Jade Cargill versus Red Velvet. Jade Cargill is looking to pick up her 50th win. The match was your typical Jade Cargill match.
Yeah, here's my question, Manny. And this is a legit question because I do not have the answer to. Jade Cargill, 50 wins, 50-0. Congratulations. Good job. Proud of her.
I don't remember any of them.
True. I do remember that she fought Red Velvet like 17 times. 17 times at Red Velvet.
I don't
Half
remember
her victories have to be Red Velvet. Yeah.
I don't remember anything from them. Anything.
She had that match with Shaq. Then her and Red Velvet went at it again. Then I think her and Red Velvet went at it again. Leading to Red Velvet joining her. Now leading to them going at it again. I feel like of the 50 wins, Red Velvet got at least be 10 of them. Got at least be 10.
Oh, we've got a rant. Incoming rant. Good morning, good evening. May Hulk Hogan have a blessed day until someone walks behind him and kicks his butthole. And on a side note, read your emails at work from the IT people.
No.
What, you mean the one that's been telling me to change my password for the last 12 days?
Or any of them. Any of them. The IT people are gets ignored. I always find out, it's like, you read that email about the IT? No, I always skip those. And they always say, well, it's just probably, you should. And I go, they'll email me if it's... They will email me if it's really important. They have!
No. They'll ring me if it's really important.
Yeah. They will show up here at my job if it's really important. They just come talk to me personally.
I can imagine J.K. Smith right now with a beer in his hand. You motherfuckers.
You motherfuckers. Hey, you're IT. You chose to be IT, okay?
And then we get Darby Allin versus Samoa Joe in a no DQ match for the TNT title. This was enjoyable for when I watched it literally about half an hour ago. Darby came in wearing his boyfriend's hoodie with thumbtacks on it.
Very, very comfortable. Very comfortable. Part of the season, I think he's gonna hook up with Kanye West and sell this outfit somewhere for $8,000 a jacket or a hoodie or whatever. I heard it was Bustlinga.
And then Samoa Joe is now your King of Television once again.
Okay. Manny, explain to me why. Why? Damn the match. Damn everything. Darby tried to kill himself again and Joe was there to help him. Damn all this. What was this whole 3-week run about? 3 weeks.
No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It was like maybe Wardlow needed to get his haircut done properly for 3 weeks. I don't know, because we left it with Samoa Joe taking the title off him, cutting his hair, and then Darby's the new challenger, and then suddenly Wardlow comes back after he defeats Darby and powerbombs him.
Yeah, and I'm going to give you the full rundown of this week's, Manny. All right. Week 1 of this storyline. Wardlow gets beat, loses his hair. Tragedy. Week 2 of this storyline. Darby Allin comes after Joe. Darby Allin loses to Joe, right?
Yeah.
Right? Week 3 of this storyline. Nothing. Week 4 of this storyline. Darby Allin comes back after Joe again. This time wins the TNT title. Week 4, Darby defends his title against random people. Happy for Darby. Week 5, Darby Allin loses to Samoa Joe. After 1 week, Samoa Joe claims to be the king of television. What was the point of all this? Why are they jerking off Darby only to never let him climax with this TNT title? What was the point?
That doesn't make sense, but making him a transitional champion like that.
Yeah. I thought we were building something with Darby. I was like, oh, okay, maybe Joe needs to do something else. Maybe he has to go on an assignment or something.
Because
it's the reason he lost. Because Joe had momentum.
He's got the second best run of the TNT title with his first run after Miro. Miro's number one. Then it's Darby's first run. And then I feel like they've just ballsed up this second run just to buy time for Wardlow. He may have been injured or whatever. But just let him have him on the sidelines. Let Joe stay champion, start calling out Wardlow every week. He doesn't show. He starts having random matches here and there. Makes sense. Like, you keep the feud hot.
Why hot potato?
Yeah. It's
Now, what I heard in the dirt sheets or in the comments from all the smart wrestling fans is that, Tony wanted Darby to go to Japan with the title so he'd represent AEW. Who gives a shit about that title in Japan? Like, he's a TNT champion. That's like the 9,000 other titles you got. You could have given him the All-Atlantic title if you wanted. Fucking do this.
Exactly.
This is stupid. Joe had a lot of good momentum of being the king of television, and then they cut that off just to do this Darby side quest, just to only play Joe's back as the king of television. Get this nonsense out of here. This is nonsense. Worst part of the show.
Let's just move into NXT because, that once you brought up the Darby Allin run, I started getting a little bit heated, and I was like, I'm too tired to get annoyed.
I am. No, it annoyed the shit out of me. Once I was like, what the fuck?
Follow up from IT. It's still morning. I'm angrily drinking my third cup of coffee. That's incoming diarrhea. Just you're welcome. And I'm doing the spleens workout here, and no one cares about their spleen until it's messed up.
It's also true. No one cares about 90% of their organs until they go, what's going on with it? Yeah, you know, that liver that you're supposed to be drinking that much. Oh, my liver's fucked up? Yeah. Oh, how about that kidney? Damn it, I didn't care about it either. I didn't care about any of my organs.
So, let's move into NXT. It's the Creed brothers versus Indus Sher.
All right, I already have a problem.
I had a problem. So, mine is for the length of time we had to wait for the match, and I know Veer left because his father passed away.
Yes.
The match wasn't good. Like, the match did not deliver for me.
It was okay. It was all right. I wasn't blown away by it. It was a solid opening. But was I like going, wow, I can't wait to see these guys fight again? No. But I thought it was a solid opening. My main problem was Julius Creed, Mr. I'm always strapped, isn't strapped anymore. Isn't strapped. It's not strapped. He is a liar.
Jinder gets on the apron and distracts the referee, causing Ivy Nile to also get on the apron. Julius accidentally knocks off Ivy Nile, causing distraction, and eats a vicious clothesline. And then Sangha and Veer do their tag team finisher and pick up the win.
Yep. Ivy Nile took that death bite fall. I thought this was a good fall after seeing Ryan Shamrock fall on Retro. And viewings.
I feel like Ryan.
I was like, this is a good fall.
Happen. Ivy now knew that was going to happen. Just like how if you're comparing falls, you compare Ryan Shamrock to Lillian Garcia's Marcus.
I think you're underrating the knowledge of Ryan Shamrock. I think it looked awkward because she did know, and she just was like, I'm going to sell the shit out of this. My child's on the line.
Tyler Bate walks into action watching NXT UK footage of A-Kid and Tyler Bate. They question what happened to A-Kid. They decided to have a match when Damon Kemp walks in and says, friendly competition makes me sick.
100% agree. 100% agree.
Well, I figured you would agree.
100% agree. What was this? What are you guys doing here? You guys gonna go in there and rub on each other? That's all friendly competition is. We're gonna get in the ring and go rub on each other because we're friends. I don't want to see this. Tyler Bates in his underwear. Here in the turtleneck. I don't want to see it. Friendly competition. Fight to the death.
When he was in the UK, he learned that all the limeys, I've never heard that before, are soft, and the European wrestling style is overrated. If you want it, and if you see A-Kid, let him know he's hot garbage.
Wait a minute. You've never heard the term limeys?
No.
Like limey bastard?
No.
I question your Britishship.
And then Tyler Bate calls Damon Kemp a wazzock, which I've only heard once in my lifetime, and it was a science teacher that was in his 60s.
Apparently, I watch a lot of old British television, or I listen to a lot of old British people talk, and I've heard this numerous times. I go, oh.
Zoe Stark versus Indy Hartwell. I questioned exactly what Zoe Stark said when she walked into the locker room and saw Indy Hartwell holding court, talking about the Royal Rumble.
I didn't even see you in there. And I was like, you got a point.
30 goddamn minutes.
And then my immediate reaction was, damn, Zoe was in there 30 minutes. And I was about to dispute it. I don't remember a single thing you did in there.
Well, Indy pointed at the sign, and then Indy was like, I know, the thumbs up. And then Zoe tells her to shove it up her ass.
Zoe looked angry, but good segment.
Zoe picks up the win. I feel like the confrontation in the back was more entertaining than the match for me.
Yeah, again, I'm not a fan of Indy. Zoe is it's beneath Zoe to fight someone like Indy.
Zoe attacks after the belt, and Sol Ruka makes a save. They must have huge plans for Sol Ruka for the amount of TV time she's getting now.
Well, she's extremely athletic, blonde, Vince McMahon's flavor. And I guess she's a Raider fan? I don't know. I saw the Raider. I just assumed that when she came out in the Raider jersey, I was like, she's a Raider fan?
That's a knockoff Raider jersey. It was
gray and black. Yeah, it was a knockoff gray and black. I guess it fits, but why not? She's athletic. You know, she can do spots. Her and Zoe should have a really athletic contest.
Yeah. Then we move into Wesley coming out. He believes he's going to take an ass whooping on Saturday. But he, like he did when he faced Melo and Tony, the cardiac kid will rise. Dijak tells him to enjoy the final days as North American champion. He had the opportunity to give him his title back, give him the title, but he was too stupid to do it. Which is what prompts Robert Stone to come out with Von Wagner, who takes offense to Dijak calling himself the biggest and baddest in NXT. Wesley instigates and forces a match between the two.
Yep, the referee comes out. And this right now, Manny, I'm going to say this right now. Apparently, I found out Ryan's a Von Wagner guy and said, this is my guy. I don't know why. I don't know what prompted that.
You know what? It explains a lot about Ryan, to be honest. It explains a lot.
He's like, this guy, I don't know if people have a problem with him. I love this guy. This guy's great. And I'm going, he's terrible. He's just bland.
Marcus, do you know what? When he spoke on the microphone, I'm like, oh, he's got a lisp as well.
Yeah.
As well as being bad, he's got a lisp.
You're done here. You're not making a dime in this industry. Although this will be the greatest Von Wagner match I've ever seen in my life. I'll put that out there.
What, so you reckon Von Wagner versus Dijak was the best match Von Wagner's ever had?
Yeah, I just set the standard high. You tell me a better Von Wagner match. I'll wait.
Von Wagner versus Kyle O'Reilly. And then it became a tag team. Marcus.
Well,
suck it.
Well, you know. You had to go. You got to talk about old shit. Thanks for bursting that bubble. Thank you, Manny. Thank you for ruining that. Thank you. I had a hot take, all right? I had a fresh hot take out the oven, and then you come and just shit on my take with that way. Because I was like, oh, I really did, yeah. Yeah, that was as far as you're going to get. But no, fuck that. Fuck them in the woods and all that period. They killed NXT single-handedly by them hanging out in the woods.
I like the Robert Stone says later in the back that this isn't working. He knows nothing about him. He's big and strong. If he wants to get to the next level, he's got to show him who he is inside. Help me! Help you!
Yes. So, what are you expecting from the getting to know Von Wagner?
Nothing.
What are you getting? What do you think you're getting?
Nothing.
We're getting Dancing Von Wagner next week. He's gonna get a Funkasaurus. He's gonna come out 70s gear. I'm expecting bad gimmick change, and I can't wait for it.
I like the investigation of the suspects who attacked Nikita Lyons in the back.
That was beautiful. Why were there so many women in this parking lot?
Not only that, the show hadn't even finished, and they were all in the parking lot. And then, second of all, Wendy Chu was clearly watching it happen, and she was just staring at out the back of the car. She was in the back of the car watching it happen.
Yeah, but you don't know. You don't know. Maybe it woke her up. Or she was in that position where I'm in the back of my car. I don't want people seeing what I'm actually doing. But she's just smoking weed and hotboxing in her car.
No, there was no smoke coming out of that car. There was no smoke coming out of that car.
Yeah, she made sure of that. Like a goddamn window. But nearly everybody in there. Who you guys guilty with? Do you think it's anybody in that video?
I want to say, Wes thinks it's Tiffany Stratton. I don't think it's Tiffany Stratton. That's beneath her.
No, she was grabbing her bags and did not care. Well, there is unidentified woman who drives away.
Yeah, it has to be that person.
I thought that was Stratton at first.
No.
And I was like, oh. And then they were like, no, that's Stratton packing her bags and coming in.
Yeah, I don't know yet.
I got Stevie's Turner.
Oh, we'll get onto that because that made me angry. We get Tyler Bate versus Axiom. Tyler Bate wins in a very good match. Damon Kim attacked them both at the end of the match. You still offended by Tyler Bate's ring attire?
Absolutely. I feel like he made it even more look like underwear out of spite and petty.
Actually, Marcus, pause. I think I know who did it. I want to say Ava Raine, and she did it for The Rock.
Was not in that parking lot. Because apparently at some point in NXT, they evacuated the whole building, or the dressing room was unavailable and everybody had to hang out in the parking lot. Ava Raine was not there. You're guilty.
Isla Dawn and Alba Fire were casting spells together, or what I put in my notes, signing the tag team paperwork.
They went through the registration. This is what you got to go through. You can either come to the courthouse and sign to get registered as a tag team, or you can do some ancient ritual in the woods. They chose ancient ritual in the woods. No one ever chooses it.
Marcus, I'm shivering. I'm shaking like booty meat on Friday night.
I'm happy that these two crazy kids found each other. As in, they were doing this basically the same game. They're both witches of some kind. One's a fire witch. One's a sexy witch. I don't know what your actual gimmick is. She's just kind of like, hey, woo, spooky. But I hope they kill the KC Express.
They're getting too big for their own boots, you know.
Yeah, they're walking around like they think they top shit.
They're talking dangerous these days. We get to the Roxanne and Toxic sit down. Roxanne talks about the Royal Rumble, and JC Jane calls her pathetic, and she didn't win. Roxanne says they're over there pretending like there isn't any truth behind what they said to each other last week.
Shut up.
JC and Gigi say she has no chance of Vengeance Day, and she peaked at 21 years old. Toxic Attraction make Roxanne walk out off screen, and they assume that she's gone upset. She later attacked them, which looked like a toddler attacking them. But both claim to be the next NXT champion, but JC's was a little more subtle than Gigi's when I win the title. But
I enjoyed they kept cutting Roxanne off and kept cussing her out. Like, I felt like that she had no answer for this, because it was just like, oh, she cut her off again. I thought who's the better promo? And I'm going to give it to the girl JC. I'm giving it to JC. JC's a bitch. He's a bitch. Mean. Yeah.
She was subdued when Mandy was there because Mandy had to be the mean one. But no.
Yeah.
JC's a whole new level of mean.
Yeah.
Bitch.
JC. Yeah. She's to quote Jay Cargill, she's that bitch all of a sudden. And I was like, oh, what? Why, JC? Just kept going at her, cut off. Shut up, Roxanne. Shut up. I kept interrupting her. I was like, oh, she's mean.
Would you like to see that?
I would.
They split the NXT title just like they did Lay Cool. I find it entertaining, but I think many people will hate it.
Yeah, they hate NXT already. That's the beauty of the show. Do whatever you want. Everybody hates you anyway. When Freddie Prinze Jr. got to talk about, I just can't watch this show, I'm fucking making the show worse just to piss off Freddie Prinze Jr. out of spite and pain.
So we get Danny Palmer versus Stevie Turner. I'm gonna outline entrance, awful. Wrestling, awful. Podcast, awful. Streamer, awful. Awful, Marcus.
Manny, one, I think you're being harsh to little Stevie Turner. Two, entrance, rip off of Matt Hardy and Chris Jericho. I forgot what she did as a finish. It was very convoluted.
It was a DDT.
And I went, no, she did a DDT as a setup. And then she did one more move. And I was like,
she did like some weird slam.
Yeah, it should have just been a DDT.
I've never seen the Performance Center or the CWC instantly boo someone that's new. I've never seen it happen.
They normally go, oh, Stevie Turner. Oh, Stevie. No, I thought Stevie was going to lose. I thought she was going to lose. I thought, Danny, whatever her name, Dave Coulier, I thought he was a better wrestler.
So, she's just loud when she was doing her kicks, like unnecessarily loud. But I guess it's because the NXT crowd was so quiet, it amplified the loudness of her voice.
Nah, you're being so harsh to Stevie. Stevie's one of us, man. He embraced Stevie.
Nah, she ain't. She ain't. I'll watch along to better than hers.
I would take Stevie Turner's podcast over any Conrad Thompson podcast any day of the week.
Well, that's not fair. We all
it is fair.
Conrad. We all hate Conrad.
I can't wait for Stevie Turner and Ryan Satin to sit down and have a conversation.
Kiana James says, "I love you" to her dad on the phone, but Fallon assumes she's cheating on Brooks Jensen.
Yeah, like, bitch, mind your business. You gonna hear one person say "I love you" and all of a sudden you're making assumptions. It's my dad, Jesus.
And then,
but because she's a porn star, I would have my speculation of what's going on with that dad anyway.
And then the
dads are corrupt in the porn industry. I've never seen that many corrupt dads and moms in my life. They're disgusting on porn.
They're normally stuck in places too. They interrupt by the Casey Express. I just want them to lose so bad. I just need them to lose.
No. I need them to walk around this chip on this show like they're the biggest champions on that show. Forever.
Drew Gulak goes against Charlie Dempsey. The match was good. The crowd is still had been killed by Stevie Turner.
You're blaming Stevie for this one. No. Crowd's just dead.
The finish saw Dempsey putting Gulak in a crossface chicken wing. Gulak dives to the rope, sending Dempsey into Hank. This distraction leading to the roll up for the win by Gulak.
Wait, Gulak won this match? Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. You're right. But fuck Hank.
and then we get the tag match, the Edris and Ofe Malik Blade versus Schism versus Chase U. Fun match. Chase U wins eventually. Duke eventually gets a win, even though he still can't fuck.
You can't fuck, Duke. You can't fuck. I don't care how many wins you get. I don't care how many title shots you get. I want it to be known that Duke can chase you, but he can't fuck you. That was a prepared statement I had.
He's a little bit chubby.
Yeah, he's a little chubby. Yeah, he can't even touch you. How's your cardio, Duke? I thought tonight was going to be the night Duke cuts a turn, but maybe we'll get that next week when they don't win the titles.
Maybe. So that was NXT. A little bit of a show then. I enjoyed. I I enjoyed both, but
I got
there was so
NXT
much
with
to
the nod.
There was so much to AEW that, like, when you mentioned the Darby Allin story, it really just changed the whole thing for me. Like, I completely let that go out of my mind, and then you brought it up, and then I was like, oh yeah, that did happen.
It was very Attitude Era-esque. with like the European title kind of move or something.
Yeah,
but
they did that with the title. If you look at what we're going through right now on Retro, where we're doing Mankind, Rock, and then we're eventually going to go into Austin because he won the Royal Rumble in '99.
Yeah,
the title went back and forth between The Rock and Mankind.
Yeah,
prior to WrestleMania, which I didn't think happened. I thought The Rock was champion the whole way through, but he wasn't.
No. I remember that. I remember the Mankind runs in between, the cut in between. Yeah, they did it. It's they really hot potato that one too. But I feel like this was dirty to Darby, and the Joe.
Yeah.
They all had momentum, and it was for all for naught. At least this was building somewhere. Mankind's kind of. Maybe that's what they're basing this all on. Maybe Tony is watching Attitude Era just going like, let's hop a TNT title.
Well,
but the TNT title has been doing this.
He's basing his booking a lot from the beginning. He said he was basing his booking a lot on what WCW did back in the past. But it's strange that he's doing this whole storyline with the women with AEW originals versus outside hires. But he's not treating his AEW originals like Darby well, or Jungle Boy.
Brian Cage, the original.
I wouldn't say Brian Cage is original.
He was there like week 4, joining up with Taz.
He came during the pandemic.
Yeah, it's like week 5. They didn't run that long. They did more pandemic episodes than they did regular episodes. It was like Dynamite started and then pandemic happened.
Oh yeah. No, but it's about 8 weeks. No, it was about 4 months.
It was about 4. I don't even know if we got a pay-per-view out of it.
We did. He debuted at the pay-per-view. He was the Joker in that.
Oh. Okay, so maybe about 4 months of the Wednesday Night Wars in the pandemic, and then it was just like, that's it. Oh, we got 8 weeks.
Yeah. So, that's this week's show.
I got NXT with the win. This week.
If
I was
Stevie
irritated
Turner
by the
didn't
nonsense.
I can say by a smidge because I feel like that Stevie Turner rubbed me the wrong way.
I will jot that down. When Stevie Turner rubs Manny the wrong way, NXT cannot win. Guys. Oh, wow. You're ended at the 58 mark. Okay.
We're trying. I'm trying. Unless you want to go another 20 minutes.
I got 20 minutes in me. I just started to warm up. My second wind just kicked in, baby. I just woke up. Do you want to talk about the differences in fish and when eating them?
No.
Well, damn it, Manny. Please send your comments on your favorite fish to eat. Mine might be a salmon or a halibut, or even scallops if you make them correctly.
Mine would be cod, fried in batter.
Yeah, you guys and your fish and chups over there.
Why are you hating on it?
Yeah, it just seems like it's boring.
You're just jealous you haven't had it.
I can get fish and chips anywhere. I can just get some fish and then get some fries, and I call it fish and chips.
You gotta have it in the UK, and it tastes great.
I don't know. I've had Gordon Ramsay at his restaurants fish and chips, and it was the blandest fish and chips I ever had in my life.
It's Gordon Ramsay. You need a guy. You need a.
He's the chef Boyardee of our era, Manny.
Nah, I don't trust food that's got Michelin stars. I trust food where you can see grease on the walls when you go into their establishment and you know it's good.
I trust places where I don't know who's making the food, but I know this lady's giving me attitude, but I have to put up with it because the food is too good. What do you want? What do you mean what I want? Why don't you? What's your specials today? Why don't you know our specials? Why don't you go online? Just look at the menu, bitch. You know what you're gonna order. Oh, whoa, dang. We're getting harsh. We're getting harsh. But yeah, let's get the fish and chips.
JK Smith, another thing. Don't ever tech support my tech support. Yeah.
JK Smush is having a day.
Oh, JK Smith, I'd be totally that person. What do you mean? What do you mean you can't reinstall my Microsoft Teams? Reinstall my Microsoft Teams. It solves everything.
Yeah, it's so easy. I can do it myself. It's the line I love. I love that line to IT. Yeah, I love that line to IT. It's so easy. I can do it myself. Then do it yourself. I don't understand the setup here.
To do it myself.
It's a constant war.
No, but
I'm bringing in my own laptop.
There are some people that don't have a fucking clue what they're doing with their laptop. But when you have some common sense and you Google the problem yourself and then you mention it to IT, they act like you are. Like, how dare you do my job for me?
Yeah. They act like you cheated on your barber. Like, oh, you went to Cliff. You motherfucker, you.
But that's like he lied me up. That's like when you go to like the general practitioner doctors. They just Google that shit. They Google that in your face. They Google that in your face. Shit. I couldn't do that.
Doctors are shit. Doctors are shit. And I always felt like if I'm a doctor, and I think this was on Cover Your Enthusiasm, if someone told me, well, I think I'm going to get a second opinion, I'd be like, well, fuck you. Right in their face. Just take care of your shit. Don't come in my office again. I hope you die of stroke. Like, I feel like that's... Go ahead. Yeah. I feel like that's the kind of doctor I would be. You gonna get a second opinion? Yeah. You don't trust my opinion. Just because you don't like the result, you're gonna go see a second opinion? Go fuck yourself. Get the fuck out of here. Go eat all your fucking fatty meat. I told you to lose weight. That's what I told you to do. You get mad at me because you did a second opinion, you fat fuck. Get out of here. I don't want you standing on my scale or naked in my room. Get out of here.
How did this turn into this? I was trying to end the show.
I know, we can end it now. We can end it now with the petty doctors.
So make sure you tune into Raw is Retro tomorrow. Make sure you like the video and subscribe if you haven't. We're back on Saturday with Eric. There might be a watch along. It just depends if somebody, aka Wes and B-More, decides to show up.
Yeah. Also, I have another question about doctors. That's gonna be quick. And put your doctor comment in the story. If you were a doctor, would you go see a doctor?
Yeah.
How judgmental are you in that room?
No, because you're not allowed to prescribe yourself shit.
Yeah, I understand that, but if you're a doctor, how judgmental are you in that room?
You gotta be really judgmental. You sure about that?
No, yeah.
Nah, I don't.
You don't gotta take my temperature. You ain't gotta take my temperature. Let's skip ahead to the part where you prescribe me drugs. Come on.
Let's Google it together.
They're measuring degrees.
www.webmd.com.
I feel like if a doctor goes sees a doctor, it's just because of dick measuring competition. Huh. You think you're so hot with that receptionist, huh? I got some sweet old lady. You got this young thing in here. Fuck you. Or they got the latest technology in here. Fuck you. All right? I'm using old technology. I got a glass thermostat.
I'm happy with my Time magazine from 1864.
I would go into the doctor's office. Oh, they got iPads for people. We're still using magazines.
No, I like. So my doctor's surgery has like a little play area for children.
Oh yeah.
There's this. They've always got this like these block ones where you move against the wire.
Yeah.
And I look at that and I'm like, that's got to be the most disgusting thing in this hospital, in this practice. It got to be so dirty. It's got to be riddled with disease. It's probably got malaria on there. It's got MRSA or something on there.
All right, Maddie. personal question. I don't go to doctors much, but his personal question about doctors, and I know it's gonna end it like 10 minutes ago. We could have ended the show. We could be getting arrested and everything. When did you stop playing with the beads on the wire? When did you stop playing with it? What age?
I'm not gonna lie. I think in the last 2 years I may have touched it. So does that technically count as playing?
Yes, it does. It never ends. It never ends. I'll tell you this. If there are no kids around, there's nowhere in the office, I go by and I gotta at least do it once. I gotta at least go, woo, and then look around. Don't judge me, receptionist. This was
Marcus,
happiness for me.
I'm gonna send you something to end the show, and then you need to turn up your sound when you play it.
Oh. And here I thought this show was over.
Well, you made it longer, so technically this is your fault.
I had a serious question about doctors, okay?
You might want to turn your sound
boy.
up.
Apparently, if you hear red, you are depressed, and if you hear blue, you have ADHD. In a few seconds, I will play a sound. Comment which one you hear. Penis.
I don't know if the audience was able to hear that.
I heard it.
Well then. Well done. Well done. Did not see that coming. I was ready to answer and I was really about to listen. Penis!
Just let your IT person work. If we ask a question about your computer, don't tell me about your breakfast. What if it's delicious? Don't ask me a question about your computer and error messages and don't bring your computer. Oh, well, that's just generally stupid.
What if I want to just talk to my IT person in general and just catch up and I'm just making up what's going on?
What if I'm lonely and I need to talk to someone?
Yeah. Hey, IT, my Google isn't working. Can you help me?
I am a man, not a god.
I think the IT person as like the what is Tony Stark thing called? What's his name? Not Alfred Benson, whatever the fuck his thing's called.
Oh, the AI.
Jarvis. Yeah. That's how I think about IT person. Jarvis, help me out with this.
You're over there yelling at Jeeves still. Jeeves!
Yeah. So I'm going to ask Jeeves.com to figure this out. What the fuck? By the way, also, that is the type of doctor I would do. I do random tests like that. I'll probably lose my license on day one. Tell me what you hear. Penis. Sir, I don't find that funny at all. Penis.
Oh, and I think now we can finally end the show. I've been Lord Manny Hayes. He's been
Dr. Marcus the Grand Finale. AKA Dr. Penis. Dr. Penis MD.
And on that note, we out. Peace.